Here's a look ahead.
I want to marry Hope.
I'm sure there's a million other things you could be doing.
There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
What happens to Joe Giardino? Stays at Joe Giardino.
All right.
Luna isn't here. Well, where would she go?
The Bold and the Beautiful, September 5th, 2025. Spoilers. Fans can expect Thomas and Eric chatting about Taylor Brooke while Ridge remains conflicted. The previous episode of The Bold and the Beautiful saw Eric urging Ridge not to base his future on Thomas or Steffi, insisting Brooke is the woman he truly wants. On the other hand, Taylor insisted that she and Ridge set their wedding date quickly and set things in motion for their near future. The conflict, the drama, the confrontations, the emotions and the tension is about to increase in the coming few weeks. Here's what fans can expect from the September 5th, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful when they tune in to CBS to watch the daytime drama set around Los Angeles. The final episode of the week features Ridge being conflicted and haunted by his father Eric's words. But that's to be expected. He gets confused and conflicted after every new conversation. He promised Taylor they would be together, and then in Italy, he promised Brooke he would fix everything. When they returned, he again flip-flopped and refused to tell Taylor the truth about what happened. Eric continues to force Brooke on him, and he lets it happen. Then there's Thomas, who recently returned home and confronted his father about Brooke still trying wedge between him and Taylor again. And now Ridge is conflicted by the situation. He keeps going back and forth and cannot seem to make a stable decision. Ridge is doing his fiancé and his kids dirty while stringing Brooke along. And Taylor, unaware of what's going on, wants to set the date, thus making Ridge even more confused. Which side will he choose, and will he be able to stick to it? Because there is a lot that will get affected by who he picks. Meanwhile, Eric remains skeptical when he and his grandson Thomas have a conversation about his parents and Brooke. Thomas is catching up with everyone, and Eric is next. He met his mother Taylor and surprised her with a hug. He then comforted Brooke about still inserting herself between his parents. And then he went on to confront his father Ridge about his continued indecisiveness. Thomas is having a chat with his grandfather Eric next, and it's set to be conflicting. Eric is adamantly Team Brooke and has been pushing Ridge towards her all align, and Thomas is not okay with it. When the grandfather and grandson sit down to have a chat about Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke, what argument is all set to happen? Stay tuned to know even more details about the same. And the previous episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope confessed everything to her father, Deacon. She told him about Liam's confession that he still has feelings for her, and it's no surprise that he is quite clearly Team Liam. Will she listen to her father and end her engagement with Carter now? The conflict, the tension, the feelings, the guilt, and the drama will explode quite soon with wedding bells and potential pregnancies. Here's what fans can expect from the August 28, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful when they tune in to CBS to watch the daytime drama series. The episode on Thursday features Will going to Sheila, desperate to put together his memories. His party at Deacon's restaurant was supposed to celebrate his promotion at Forrester Creations and to enjoy with his girlfriend, Electra. But things took a dark turn for Will that night due to Luna. She spiked his drink, and in his haze, she wore a mask, pretending to be Electra. She then pet him and sneaked off before getting caught. The next day, Will woke up with a few memories of the previous night. Later, he found out that it wasn't Electra, thus making him guilty about the events. His memories are a blur, and he cannot seem to figure out who the woman was. Will feels ashamed that he slept with someone he thought was Electra, but turned out to be someone else. He is trying to figure out who it was, but to no avail. Will is desperate to search for some answers about the same, especially now that he is getting text messages from an unknown number claiming to be their secret admirer and reminding him of the night together. Will has decided to take matters into his own hands and is looking for Sheila in the hopes that she will help him remember what happened that night. Sheila knows what exactly happened that night, but will she tell Will the truth, or will she hide it to protect Luna? After all, nobody except Sheila and Lee knows that Luna is alive and not dead as previously proclaimed. How will this change things for Will? When will he confess the truth to Electra? Will that be the end of their romance, Or will electors see that what was the victim in this whole situation? Stay tuned to The Bold and the Beautiful to know more details. The previous episode of The Bold and the Beautiful saw Will struggling with guilt over a drunken night that he couldn't remember. Meanwhile, Liam had a heartfelt plea to make in front of Hope as he confessed his feelings for her. Last, but definitely not the least, Ridge and Carter made a new pact. The drama, the conflict, and the confusion is about to get much worse as things get tangled up and cause heated tension. Here's what the fans can expect from the August 27th, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful when they tune in to CBS to watch the daytime drama set in Los Angeles. The episode on Wednesday sees Hope confessing everything to Deacon. Just a few weeks ago, she thought Liam was dying from his brain tumor, and she was quite heartbroken over it. He told her to move on and give Carter a chance. And so when Carter proposed, Hope said yes to him. But things have changed drastically since then. Grace scammed Liam and Bill by lying about him having a brain tumor. This was done to attain $1 million that she needed to save herself. And now, Liam has been recovering from the reality of how he was never really dying all this while. He was furious at Grace for putting him through so much hell, putting him on a medication that mimicked the symptoms of a brain tumor, all to get some money that she needed. This drama gave him a new way of looking at his life, and he realized that he still has romantic feelings for Hope. He wants to reunite with his former wife and their daughter now. And now Hope is left grappling with this confession of his. Her past with Liam is not something she can ever forget, but how can she turn Carter down now after she said yes to him? And he is determined to quickly get married to her. But will this confession of Liam ruin things for Carter? Is this going to force Hope to reflect on what she wants as well? She is in a major mess at the moment, and when she needed somebody to rely on, she went knocking to her father Deacon and is confessing everything that happened to him. How will he react to the intel that Hope is giving him? Will he be shocked? Will he try to console and comfort his daughter? Or maybe give her some advice on how to navigate her personal life drama? Stay tuned for more. The previous episode of The Bold and the Beautiful witnessed Will being confused about the previous night as he tried to piece things together. On the other hand, Carter's proposal to Hope was interrupted by Ridge. And then lastly, they'll help Liam figure out what he wants in this new phase. The emotional turmoil, the drama, and the tension is about to escalate in the coming weeks ahead on the soap opera. Here's what fans can expect from the August 26, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful when they tune in to CBS to watch the hit daytime drama revolving around Los Angeles.